Hello and welcome to another video tutorial here on understanding body language, liars, cheats and happy feet. It's Monday morning and I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. Now that me and my missus are moving house this coming weekend, so we are stressed. So I'm doing this video from the confines of my lovely bed, as the lounge is a tip, and you'd be glad to know that our two tigers, Leon and Leona, have joined us here as well, and they're looking forward to this video tutorial as well. So the video I have got for you today is One Direction's Harry kissing Caroline Flack. I'm also going to throw some Olly Murs in here as well, and just see if we can spot anything detectable between these three. Now, obviously, it's been well documented that Harry and Caroline were dating. I've just heard they've actually split up as well. So what I'm going to do today is just run through some of a few videos. I've got 6 videos here which I'm going to decode. And we're going to have a look at this relationship from the very start, where he tried to deny it. And we're going to look at his body language to see if things were detectable. And we'll see what Olly Murs thinks about Cal's Flack as well. So as normal, we're going to look at the interviews, we're going to dissect them, talk about them, look at the non-verbal things in the videos, and have a look how we can detect them in our everyday life. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, and then we're just going to turn it up, and then we're going to hit play. So this is the first video I've got for you, which was in the 24th of October, where this chap here is talking about Caroline. So let's have a look, and let's see if we can spot anything that's worth noting.
That you went out partying, and certain Harry ends up kissing Caroline Flack.
Oh, right.
Harry went
Right,
out.
now it all comes together.
Is this true?
Yes. No.
So he says no. So straight away we've got a flat out denial. However, we can see the massive smile on his face. So things are not tying up, are they? So we've got an inconsistent facial expression with what he's saying. So anytime you see no and a big smile, obviously we can see things are not congruent. Things are not matching. So automatically we've got a problem.
It's not. It was a bit misconstrued. It wasn't really like.
One might ask how a kiss could be misunderstood. She may ask that too.
It wasn't like that. No.
Okay, so you didn't end up getting it on.
It was just a greeting.
Oh, and there we go. So we see that tightening of the jaw and this particular expression here. For me,
Like that. No.
Okay, so you didn't end up getting it on.
that little gesture there he makes with the face.
Okay, so you didn't.
There we
end
go.
up getting it on.
There we go. Indicates for me internal delight. He's not flashing contempt, because don't forget contempt comes in by using 2 facial muscles, the buccinator and the zygomatic major. We don't see that particular lower facial expression here. However, we do see this particular jaw expression. Just watch it back and just think about the delight he's feeling now about this being talked about, and he's denying it, where in fact it all comes out that he was kissing this girl. So in fact he's lying. So just watch this back and look for signs of internal delight. So he's enjoying this. Just watch it back and watch that jaw action and see if you can see what I see. So watch out for internal delight.
She may ask that too.
It wasn't like that. No.
Okay, so you didn't end up getting it on.
It was just a greeting.
There you go. So we can see the smugness and the tightening of that particular expression there, where we can see the corners of the mouth tighten, which I feel, in my opinion, we're seeing signs of internal delight, that he's enjoying this and is enjoying the almost like the duping delight about telling everyone that there's nothing going on. However, he knows secretly there is. So that was in October, and then the next interview I've got from Harry talking about this was on the Late Show, which is a show in Ireland. And let's just have a look here about his behaviour here.
No.
There was suggested that you were being linked with a slightly older lady during the week. The Extra Factors, Caroline Flack. Do you want to put that rumor to? Well, I was going to say to bed, but do you want to? Big controversial. Do you want to?
We're just really good friends. We just get on so well. So she's a really nice person. So we get on really well.
So you're just good friends.
Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Okay, so there's a few things there that need detecting. I'll let you watch the whole interview before I analyse it. The first thing I notice here. Okay, let's see if we can get it going again.
Rumor to, well, I was going to say to bed, but do you want to, big controversial. Do you want to,
We're just really good friends. We just get on so well.
So we're really good friends, and he's subconsciously shaking his head in the no direction. Watch that.
do you want to,
We're just really good friends. We
We're
just
really
get
good
on
friends.
so
Are you
well.
sure?
So she's a really nice person. So we get on really well.
so you're just good friends.
Who knows? We'll see what-
Okay, so who knows? We'll see what happens. And we see a double-strided shrug. So his body is contradicting what he says, and then he does flash us contempt.
We get on really well.
So you're just good friends.
Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Okay, and he does flash us contempt, where we can see this particular facial expression coming in, which I mentioned before, about 2 facial muscles. Don't forget, with 43 muscles of the face, and we're engaging 2 of them here, which is the zygomatic major and the buccinator at the corner of the mouth, which pulls the mouth wide, only on one side though, and we can see the contempt he's flashing us here, which I do believe here, if you see this particular expression anywhere, it's where somebody knows more than they're willing to let on. So he knows full well that there is something going on between him and Caroline, because they've obviously dated and now split up. However, he's not willing to talk about it on this particular interview. However, his body language comes here, and we can see the contempt asymmetrical smile he gives. So if you're watching this video and you're looking for signs, if you're asking your girlfriend or a friend if they're interested in someone or if they like them, if they flash the asymmetrical facial expression, it could mean that they actually do like that person. So watch out for that little expression. So watch it all back again. Watch how he flashes his contempt and the shoulders raise. So he's got no confidence in what he's just said.
We get on really well.
So you're just good friends.
Who knows? We'll see what happens.
There we go. Okay, so that's just an example of how verbally we can deny things left, right, and centre. However, if we know the ground truth, and if we actually feel something that we're pretending not to feel, our body will contradict that, and it'll show our real thoughts and intentions. And these are called micro-expressions, which are potentially signs of concealed emotion, which are also issue detectors as well. They don't detect deception per se, but they're good indicators of what's going on internally. So between these 2 videos, we can see Harry is feeling delighted that we're talking about this particular topic, and he's almost happy with how he's acting it out, because he's denying everything. However, his body is telling us signals that his verbal communication isn't telling us. So the next thing I've got for you here is Olly Murs talking about Kaz Flack. So let's have a look what Olly thinks about Kaz. So let's just make it a little bit bigger for you, and let's have a listen to Olly.
Yeah, we get on really well.
It's a lovely looking
We're
girl.
great. I've always said that, I've never shied away from the fact that, me and Caroline have a great relationship, because she's also very hot as well and very attractive. So we get on really well. There's nothing going on. We're just mates. And simple as that, really.
So it's not why you have to wear the tight trousers to avoid any embarrassing.
I just try and
Caroline
impress her.
Flack.
Okay, so we hear it from the horse's mouth about how Olly finds Kaz really attractive and really hot. Listen to it one more time.
Because she's also very hot as well and very attractive. So we get on.
So we can see the big
really
smile,
well.
we can see tightening around the cheeks, the zygomatic major. We
There's
can see
nothing
everything
going
he's
on,
saying
we're
here.
just mates. And simple as that, really.
Okay, so we can certainly see his affection towards Caroline by what he's saying and how his body language matches up. He does flash the eyebrows down quite a lot here. Note the tightening of the upper eyebrows. There you go, you can see here. We can also see how he flashes disgust in this particular expression, where the upper lip raises and the nose starts to wrinkle downwards. It's a classic response to something we don't like. However, I don't think it's relative to what he's talking about here.
As well, very attractive.
So we can see that here by how he flashes the smile when he talks about it. So we're seeing consistencies in facial expressions with how he feels about it. So that's an interesting point, especially when it comes to the next video, when we see Caroline talking about her relationship or lack of relationship with the chap from One Direction, Harry Styles. So let's have a look, see about this little interview here as well.
Wow, I'm very impressed by you, Harry, One Direction. Are you in love?
Okay, so before the interview starts, we do see a tongue display.
Yeah, I tell you what, because I think, wow, I'm very impressed by you, Harry, One Direction.
Okay, so we can see the tongue pressing into the corner of the mouth. Okay, now if you look at things like dupe and delight, again we can see that here. I think she does deny this slightly, but we can see the tongue pressing in the corner of the mouth. If you see this kind of behaviour, again it's linked to contempt. So have a look at this. Let's have a look at a reaction.
Are you in love?
Okay, so her immediate reaction is no. Okay, and then we can see the almost ashamed expression with the head and eyes dipped down.
Best friends.
He's really nice.
He's a little bit younger than you, isn't he?
He's a lot younger than me, which some people say is a bit strange. But you know what? He's a really nice guy, and we have a lot of fun hanging out together. And hey, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Okay, so we can see the pressing and the tight lip smile come into play here. So again, her body language is revealing more than the verbal communication that she's not comfortable talking about this.
We have a lot of fun hanging out together, and hey, what's wrong with that?
Hey, and what's wrong with that? And we can see
Nothing's wrong with that at
that
all.
particular
And
expression.
we've been
However,
watching
someone
you.
does have a problem with that, and it's Mr. Murs. Now then, have a look at that immediate facial expression once Kaz has finished talking. We can see how the jaw juts massively wide, straight towards. The eyebrows are tense as well, and he's pressing the lips down very hard, and that particular expression, folks, is anger. So again, we can see an angry gesture coming through from Olly Murs. Watch it all back. Note how the tightness around the jaw reveals his emotions, but how he
Nothing's wrong with
feels.
that at all. And it's been great watching you on the show. We're looking forward to this weekend.
Thank you. Are you allowed to
And
have
he's
a
not
favourite? Are
happy.
you allowed to...
He's not a happy bunny. Let me just pause that particular facial expression one more time.
Nothing's wrong with that at all. And it's been great watching you on the show. We're looking forward to this weekend.
He's not a happy bunny. So obviously, and that is a testament to when we talk about someone we really like, and if they're in a relationship or if they're with somebody else, and you wished it was you, we might flash that particular expression, which is anger. We might be very disappointed that we can't have the one person who we really like or find really attractive. So that particular facial expression goes along with what he said before in his previous interview when she said they have a great relationship, a working relationship, and he finds her really attractive. So it doesn't surprise me that Olly flashes this particular facial expression of concealed anger, because that's what a micro expression is. It's a concealed emotion. So with that in mind, we've got another video here as well about, let's have a look, see what he says. He's challenged here about if there's anything going on between them. So let's just blow this video up and let's see if he's being truthful or if he's willing to reveal anything else about their working relationship.
So is there any behind-the-scenes romance with co-host Caroline Flack?
When we first met, there was a bit of an attraction, and we bounced off each other a lot. We was flirting quite a lot.
Did you have a sneaky snog?
No, never snogged, but
Tell the truth.
no, 100%, swear it down, we never snogged.
Okay, so there we go. So we
is
see
there
quite a
any
few
behind-the-scenes
validating
romance
statements here
with
where we see
co-host
swears to
Caroline
God.
Flack?
When we first met,
However, I
there
do
was a bit
believe
of an
he's being
attraction.
exceptionally truthful
Bounced off
because he
each other a lot,
flashes,
flirting quite a lot.
to
Did you have a
me.
sneaky snog?
No, never snogged, but
Tell the truth.
no, 100%.
Okay, and then the hand adjacently comes and places across the
Swear
chest.
down.
There you go. Straight there and swears down. So that particular expression to me tells me he's telling the truth. I don't think they did snog. However, he's certainly got a lot of feelings towards Kaz. We can clearly see that as well. However, so the next question is, does she feel the same way? Now, I have sourced a video. I've got to thank Good Telly 1111 for this interview. Don't mind me using it. And let's have a look at one instance where they do actually share a kiss, which was initiated by Kaz. Let's have a look at this one.
My nan and granddad, my
Okay, so let me just scoot back to the actual question that was asked. So let's just have a quick...
£22,000 on my nan and granddad, my mum and dad, to go to Vegas to see Graceland. And I bought them a trip to Vegas because I wanted something for them to remember.
Okay, and there we go. So we see a kiss initiated straight to the lips. Watch that one back one more time. Now the lips are an intimate
To
part.
see Graceland. And I bought them
Watch
a
this
trip
one more
to
time.
Vegas 'cause
And it's, there we go. So we see a kiss straight to the lips and not to the cheek. Now for me, that is very interesting, and we can see the embrace between them, these two as well. So again, so there might be feelings for Kaz for Olly as well. But this is the only interview I've seen between these two. I have seen other interviews about when they've been seated together, and there doesn't seem to be much body language between them. However, in this particular segment, there appears to be some good body language between them, and it ends with an intimate moment with a kiss. So draw your own conclusions whether these two potentially might get together again. I think the signs are good. I think Olly certainly really likes Caroline, and he's openly admitted that, and we can see with his body language, with the anger expression. And I've just heard that Caroline and Harry have just split up. So who knows? So don't be surprised if you see the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months that Caroline and Olly get together, and hopefully they watch this video. and hopefully you'll be able to see why they potentially get together. So there you go. So I do hope you enjoyed that video tutorial here on understanding body language, liars, cheats, and happy feet. Don't forget our body language reveals so much more than our verbal communication says, and sometimes it can be a lot more reliable, like we can see here. We see a lot of denials coming through from Harry about his relationship with Caroline. However, once I educate you about the body language, about what those particular facial expressions mean, we can understand and see the hidden meanings behind what's going on. And that's what these video tutorials are all about. So it's about applying these kind of behaviors into your daily life, or trying to observe them so you get a better understanding of human relations and you get a better understanding of people watching. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So if you enjoyed that video, then please share it on your Facebook or Twitter wall. Encourage your friends and family to watch it, and encourage them to learn about body language, because it's very important. And with that in mind, if you would like to learn more about body language or about myself, then please check out my Understanding Body Language page. It's called Understanding Body Language, Liars, Cheats, and Happy Feet. Just type in CJBacks with 2 X's onto Facebook, or you can just click the link below this video, or you can find me on Twitter at Body Language UK, where I'll answer all your questions and queries. So there you go. So that's one direction taken care of on understanding body language, liars, cheats, and happy feet. If you'd like me to do some more work on one direction, then please leave me a comment, or please send me a video. I will happily look at them for you. I'm on a quest to get over 1 million views on YouTube by the end of the year, and I'm on a quest to get around about 10,000 people on my page by the end of the year as well. So please share my page as much as you can. Please share my work as much as you can. I've got 90 other body language analysis videos on the net as well, so please have a look at them. Please learn from them, and please try and share them as much as you can. All help will be greatly received. So there we go. So I'm off to go and do some more packing now. It's the most stressful thing I've done in a long time. Me and my good missus, here she is, I've had more hours in the last 48 hours than we've ever had. So it's very, very stressful. So if anyone would like to come and give us a hand, then they are more than welcome to. So there we go. So from me and Leon and Leona, I'm going to go get some breakfast now. So I look forward to speaking to you all soon, and don't forget to share my page as much as you can. So from everyone here at Understanding Body Language, Liars, Cheats, and Happy Feet, take care, and bye-bye for now.